American Airlines will benefit from a U.S. Treasury loan, but it has remained down 60% year on year. So, this agreed U.S. Treasury loan that American Airlines will benefit from came to a notice from this piece written on Thursday, July the 2nd, 2020. And it began by saying the shares of American Airlines Group Inc. are up 0.8% at $12.92 this morning. That was on July the 2nd, after the U.S. Treasury Department agreed on terms for an emergency government loan that will benefit the carrier. In previous statements, the airline said it expects summer long-haul international capacity to decline by 25% in 2021 as a result of the COVID-19 outbreak, and that it will discontinue several international routes that were once popular destinations. The company also warned on Wednesday it is overstaffed by roughly 8,000 flight attendants and might reduce its workforce through early retirement and voluntary leave. So technically, since it dropped to an all-time low of $8.25 on May 14th, 2020, the equity has been chopping higher on the charts, with its 40-day moving average serving mostly as support over the past couple of weeks. Though shares peaked in early June at 22.80, they have since pulled back and found overhead pressure at the $14 mark. Longer term, AAL is struggling to recover and remains down 60% year on year. Analysts were mostly pessimistic towards the equity coming into July the 2nd, 2020, with 7 of the 13 in question sporting a sell or worse, 3 calling it a tepid hold, and the rest calling a strong buy recommendation. Meanwhile, the consensus 12-month price target of $13 is in line with current levels. And while short interest is down 12.4% in the last 2 reporting periods, the 129.26 million shares sold short make up a hefty 31% of AL's available float, or 1.3 times the average daily trading volume. So we return back to the charts and we see that all that they have indicated there is pretty much accurate. It has support at the 50-day moving average on our own chart here. That blue, this light blue trend line is the 50-day. It wouldn't be that much different from. It wouldn't be that much divergent from the 40-day moving average, and it's also within the price target they mentioned. Still within that range. It closed, as you can see from the bottom here. It says here 2nd of July. So that was the last time the U.S. market traded. The last time American Airlines traded in the U.S. So it's you can see it's 12.44, which is around the $13 mark. So it has that's the peak they spoke about. Is that the peak? 20, no, we don't have 22 here. We have a 2039. We don't know where they got that 22 from. Something we don't have. And what else? Okay, based on what we are observing as well too, you can see the trend line, the 200-day trend line. You can see the gulf between it and these other ones, these other trend lines, and also the price curve of AAL. It's just an indication that this decline may have been somewhat out of. It was unexpected. It looks like, So obviously, it's definitely unexpected, even though it is gradually coming down to converge and to normalize. But what has the shutdown has written its has left its imprint on its on American Airlines chart, as we can see here. But all the others, especially the short-term ones like the 20-day, because it's a short-term trend, sub-term trend line. It traced it much better. It didn't depart that much. Yeah. But you can also now see the 50-day, which is a lot, somewhat still very much short term, but not as short term as the 20-day. You can also see it reflected that divergence as well. So when you come down to the RSI, you can see that for now it is still very much evened out, not overbought, not undersold. And when was this overbought? Let's see what then that was. It was overbought on the 8th of June, around that period. Yes, and that was also the time we had that $20 and some fraction spike. So we obviously heard that it has the short interest of 30.06, which is 31%, and then it has this put call ratio of 0.8 for the last trading day and 0.9 for the last 30 days. So even on the option side of things, the number of puts and the number of calls are pretty much even, though the calls are slightly more, but on the shares, on the underlying equity itself, which is the shares itself, people are by far more. Some people are really skeptical. I mean, they have to be skeptical for going by what has happened in the markets, going by the pandemic and the lockdown, and airlines are right in the fore of the consequences and the outcomes and the fallout. So it's not going to be it wouldn't be surprising that it has this sort of short interest. But we'll now see what people are saying here on stock tweets. We just updated the recent posts. Let's see what people are saying. Some people are just promoting their own content and their own links. Let's see. Okay, let's see this guy, Jerry Squirrel 11. Most of the losers bears here are from EU zone. Most of the losers bears here are from EU zone, trying to put U.S. airline industry down to back up their airline industry and mainly Airbus company. They keep on posting COVID stories in the U.S. Okay. Why don't you share COVID stories in the EU zone? As American, if you like or share their posts, it only means you are working against your country's economy, of course. Okay. Let's see if we can get something else and what people's opinions are on American Airlines. Okay, this guy is talking about COVID. Not really. Okay, this guy, let's see. Bizbound will have high TSA numbers this weekend. He's a bullish guy. More people realizing airports aren't scary and we can still travel. But the big question is this HCQ treatment going to actually get widely reported and accepted as a treatment to reduce mortality 50% in hospitalized patients? New cases are meaningless if we're looking for herd immunity. Sick patients and their outcome should only be focus. HCQ should be a massive headliner followed by vaccine news. So, what's this guy posting here? It's going to be a good day on Monday. Just under 13,000 flights in the air right now. Looking for the busiest day in the skies in mid-March. Okay, he has provided a link for us to track what's going on in the skies. Obviously, that of US is very crowded. You can see that. And then Squirrel is back again. Somebody tells these desperate bears that today is July 4th and market is closed. Besides, it's a weekend. Any bull with left over bones, please throw 2 bears. Next week is green. And then the chart mill here. Chart mill is the site we use sometimes. A technical rating of AAL is bad, and it also does not present a quality setup at the moment. It should be the case, which you would expect that, And this guy is also bullish. Okay, we'll try and see somebody who is bearish. You mean to tell me that this senator Merkley didn't know AAL was using middle seats when he booked his flights? Okay, no. We're not going to read more of that. Can we find anything bearish? Okay, let's see this guy. We don't know whether he's bearish or not. He's not saying anything there. Bearish, okay. Main Street stock action. Stock gets chipped in half, and Main Street is buying these institutional traders shares if it pops. Okay, well, he's not talking about. Okay, AAL. When should we expect 16 to 17 on this? He's bullish. Sorry, we were trying to get bearish. Okay, AAL. This guy's bearish. AAL seriously shorten. Okay. He has provided a link on Market Watch. And then this is another bullish guy, Greenwich Capital. Bull's case was flights were full. We found that's not the case. Average high traders swarmed into AAL and believe it's go back to $22. I feel like it is going back to $10 to the tens. Consider these alternatives: CIEN, ABBV, and Guild as alternative investments. All have a 9 to 11 bear bullish rating on Fidelity. Fidelity give AAL a 0.5 out of 10. Just take a look and keep an open mind. You can always go back to AAL. I'm longing all of them, and I'm starting a risks reversal on Guild in addition to my long position. Successful traders keep on an open mind, check their emotions at the door, and make a decision based on new information. 12.5 is the line in the sand. Let's see how Monday goes. If it opens below 12.5 on volume, I'm writing naked calls against GL2A. If I could only choose one and can choose all of them, indeed, I'd choose ABBV as my best choice for new money. Okay. What we can say, and we're just going to refer to what Warren Buffett said of late, and he normally says, I believe, if you trust the stock you're going to buy, just buy it, and don't keep on checking on it. Just buy it and forget about the short term. If forget about the short term, just buy it and leave it. So, if you think American Airlines is going to do better after the lockdown, after the whole coronavirus issue has evolved, or with time, then you decide whether you're going to buy it or you got to shut it. So consider everything that is going on right now. Consider everything, and the willingness of the government to ensure that they are supported, and the future. What do you think the pandemic has done to us socially? And you decide. Okay, before we round up, have a look at our website. We help you make very smart use of your money. As we said it here, equity for keeps. Your money is worth that more than you think. You sign up, we give you some equity. You use the money you pay for your bills to get smart. You either pay some of your bills, like your rent and their like, through us, or you let us know who you have paid who benefits from your rent and your mortgage payments, and we just go over there to them and convince them to invest in the same equity we have given you. It is practically free at the moment. It is practically free, and you don't risk your money. Your money is not at risk. So it's not a gamble. We sign up, we give you some equity. It's guaranteed that once you sign up, you're going to get it, and your money is not a bet. You're still going to make that payment. It's just that we are providing you a channel that enables that your money to attract some value other than the value that or the utility that you would have achieved by making that payment, not other ways. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, and don't fail to subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.